Yeah, so what I got?
Hey, everybody, welcome.
Yeah, where you at?
Oh, he's in Toronto.
Yeah, I'm in Toronto, Ontario.
He's just down the street from me.
NBA champ.
You know it. Go Raptors. Hey, everybody, welcome to Creator Talk. Tonight we've got Jose from Rico Suave Investing, and we got Victor here is from VE Universe joining us. They got some updates on their channels and also what they're also doing in their lives. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And as always, Ryan and I co-hosting this. Thanks a lot for joining us, everybody. Any questions, any comments you guys want to put in the side, go ahead. And let's get the fun started. Jose, what do you want to talk about? Give us some updates on what you're doing lately.
All right. So my channel, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Everyone that's been supporting me since the beginning. My channel's just crossed a while back, 5,000 subscribers. We're going on 5,300.
Wow.
You're going to notice that my schedule is very sporadic right now because I'm so busy at work. So I will put out videos 3 in a row, and then I will go away for a week and then come back and, and put in, like 1 or 2 videos a week or something like that. So I don't have a schedule, but I'm trying to put out as many content as I can for you guys. But basically the job that I got, it's got me very busy, and then I'm trying to find time for the gym and all that. So that's what's going on. I got a new vehicle, a new car, BMW a couple of days ago. So I'm enjoying the good life and going down to fancy restaurants and all that. So I'm trying not to forget about YouTube. I'm trying to keep you guys as much content as I can, as often as I can. I also have a side business that's going on. Right now I'm selling a course online. If you go to www.marketingmasterclass.com, where I put 2 years of master degree into 6 videos for you guys, 3 hours, and just a course for you guys out there that are interested about learning about marketing and how to market your brand, your business, international marketing, digital marketing, consumer behavior, and all that good stuff. So Rick is going to put the link in the comments or whatever, but that's out there for you guys. So I'm
already in there. Amazing deal, Jose. And how much? How much is that? How much is that amazing deal?
So look, I'm not here to make. I got money. I don't need money. Like you said, I'm living the good life. So, but I do want to have a side hustle, not just YouTube. Because I'm getting some money from YouTube, but I also want to have a side hustle and share everything that I learned in the last 2 years when I was completing my master's degree. So, for one class, you can buy individual classes. It's six classes, 1 master class. Individual classes is $20. But if you buy those 6 together, it's $100. So you save $20. You know what I'm saying?
Good deal.
So for $100, you get everything I learned from my notes for the last 2 years while I was completing my master's degree in business management and marketing for $100. So if that's not a good deal, I don't know what is.
That sounds like a good deal. That sounds like a good deal, Jose.
Great deal.
Yeah. So that's the best I can do. But my goal is to, promote the brand and just grow it out, because I'm not looking at tomorrow or a year from now, years from now. I don't need the money. In 20 years, when I retire and I don't want to do anything else, then I'm going to need the money. So we're looking at 20 years from now. So.
Awesome. Okay, so I put the link down there. Anybody wants to jump on it, there you go, guys. Marketingmaster-class.com. Excellent. Victor, how's it going with you, amigo?
Quick question for Jose. Did you give a Tesla any consideration when you bought your BMW?
Yes. Yes. So good question, Ryan. I told my boss, I want a Tesla. I looked at it. I looked at the Model 3. It was about $35,000 starting. Of course, I wanted all the bells and whistles. And then I wanted, so it got up to $45,000 or something like that. I was like, nah, that's too much. So I went, my second choice was the BMW, right? And I didn't get a new one either. I was like, but let me get a 2017. It's almost new, but it's half a price. And I got it in good condition. It was a lease vehicle. So it wasn't even, owned. It was the dealership will lease it out. So because it was a lease vehicle, it's got low mileage and it's in pristine condition. So it's parked in the garage right now. It's got 30,000 miles and it's a 2017. So
you did look at a Tesla, you're saying?
Yeah.
Nice.
A little bit. I didn't want to spend that much on a vehicle right now, so I wanted to spend about half of that, 20 grand. So that's what I end up spending for this BMW, and I love it. It's got 3 different driving settings, like sport and comfort, and some eco or whatever. And it's just a great vehicle. So I love it.
Are you okay with that, Ryan?
Yeah, but do consider the cost of ownership of a Tesla is probably half the cost of a BMW. Anyway,
not that. No.
Yeah.
And Dave's asking if you looked at the Badger, the Nikola Badger, by chance. You can sign up for it for free.
I know Victor likes the Badger. Well, anyways, we'll get to Vic next. We'll work it around. I had to mess with you there. So, Victor, good to see you. First time on a stream together, man. It's quite a pleasure, brother. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Yeah, first off, I just want to say congratulations to all you guys, man. You have created this network of intelligent investors that we all share information. I remember when I started my channel, I started unintentionally. I didn't even know what I was doing. Someone in my community just pushed me into YouTube, and now I got monetized last week.
Oh,
good job, buddy. Good work.
Pretty much another source of income is coming in.
Yeah.
I'm an investor who is disguised as an electrical engineer. My profession is an electrical engineer. But when I talk about stock, bond, real estate, people are like, are you really an engineer or are you into finance? Yes, so my channel, I'm providing tips and strategies on how to grow well. My community went very knowledgeable about real estate, about bonds, but they had no idea about the stock market. So that's what literally pushed me into the stock market. When I did a survey, I found out that 90% of people that I know personally knew nothing about the stock market. I was astonished. And then the 10% who have an idea about the stock market was in mutual fund, which to me, mutual fund is like a scam to benefit the high institution for the high institution. So my goal was to try to move them into self-managed account, like go to Robinhood, go to Questrade, do it yourself, because that's when you make money. And nice. while I'm navigating with all you guys, shout out to Dave, Hidden Freedom, shout out to Gen X, shout out to Daniel Trade. All you guys, the information that I'm getting from you guys is enormous. It's not something that someone can even buy or even think about buying. Right up to the point where my audience, they actually pushed me to write a book.
Tell us more.
So what they said was that, Victor, you are doing all this video, but sometimes I'm not catching it up because I might come up and the video you posted last week is difficult for me to catch. Now you have over 80 videos. When I come into your account, I'm kind of confused. They said, why don't you put something? Why don't you summarize and put something for us? So that's why I started writing this book in about 6 months. So I summarized everything, break it down 9 chapters, growing well, the proven ways to make passive income. Chapter number 4, inclusive, exclusive about the stock market. For a complete novice, someone with no initial knowledge about the stock market, it starts from what are stocks, why do you buy stocks, the ways of trading, the regulation, how to open an account until you buy your first share. So people are loving it. And it's not just a book, it's like a community. I'm having people calling me, someone called me from South Africa that I read chapter 4, thank you, Jose.
I love it. I love it. You can get it on Kindle for $8.
Yeah. So someone called me from South Africa, like, oh, I read chapter 4. Can you explain to me what you meant by this line? I'm like, oh, okay, what's your name? And I explained. So it's not just my channel is not just a channel, it's like a community. I like to spread the news out there, especially for the middle class, like the you and me who do a 9-to-5 job, thinking the stock market is only for a group of, classified people like the wealthy. I'm trying to pass that message on to them.
Great job, Victor. Great job. Excellent.
Yeah, and the book is good, Victor, man. The book is great. So thank you for writing it. And it's 2,500 pages on the Kindles. I'm getting there, but great information.
And you know what?
So you can find it.
With the hard copy, what I did was that I knew that people don't like to read a lot. So I summarized it. I reduced the font size and tried to make it look like a pocket book where you can, while you're in the bus, you can easily read it. You can put it in your pocket. Because sometimes I've been reading books. I've been reading huge books like I have the Common Sense Investing by John Bogle, somebody that I really admire, the founder of Vanguard. But sometimes when I read them, to put them in my pocket and rush and do stuff is hard. So that's why I use all the information from this book, summarize it. It's like any of you, are you swimming? You know how a deep sea diver, you go right down into the sea to grab something and you come back up. So what I did is I intentionally went down, pick up all the stuff and brought it to the surface. So you don't have to go through all, you know how you read a book and you get mixed up with all this different information. So I try to bring everything on top, well summarized. So grab your copy. It's on Amazon.
Well, please, we have a question here. What's the title of the book?
The title is Growing Wealth Passively.
Very cool.
Growing Wealth Passively.
There you go, everybody.
Yeah. So if you like, I can give you a brief summary of chapter 1 is digital products. Just like what you just said. You know what? The COVID-19, it happened for a reason. Everything is now going online. Jose just mentioned that what he did in his master's, he's trying to convert it to a course. So chapter 1 of the book is digital product, how to create your own course to sell. Like right now we are talking about stock market. This book, I've noticed that a lot of people are interested in the stock market. So I'm converting the stock market chapter into a course that I will sell in Udemy and Teachable. That's another stream of income. Then chapter 2 is affiliate marketing, that's what made Jeff Bezos a billionaire right now, because you sell other people's stuff. Marketing is the top skill you can ever have in your life, marketing. I'm a design engineer, but now all my mind is moving towards sales and marketing. People produce stuff, they don't even know how to sell it. I'm selling somebody's stuff, I'm making 80% and they're making 20%. Just imagine. I don't even have to produce anything. All I have to do is sell it, baby. Then I have crowdfunding. I have investing in bonds. I have native advertisement. One of the easiest way to make money right now is native ads. You know, we are in YouTube because of Google AdSense. There are other traditional native ads that you can run on blogs and make millions. There is AdBlade, there is AdNow, AdsTarget. Lots of money out there. People are missing out. I also talked about how to write a book. The first person who bought my book, when he went to the last chapter, how to write a book. This guy already had a manuscript, but he went to a traditional publisher and they were trying to charge him $4,000 just to publish the book. Little did this guy know that you can just go and publish your book on Amazon. So when the guy read through and he noticed that you can just take your manuscript and give it to Amazon, that's it. Amazon publish it and they send you a hard copy. The guy was so amazed just for that chapter. Yeah, so that's pretty much. So a lot of. There's also brand deal and sponsorship. If you know how to do something, brand deal and sponsorship, that's what you guys are doing with Webull or Robinhood. Even though Robinhood and Webull, they're just giving free shares. There are other companies out there where they pay you, they pay you huge amount of money just to be an ambassador for their product. So that's pretty much a brief summary of the book.
Yeah.
Great job, buddy.
It's a lot of good content in there, and I got it like for $8 on Kindle, man. You can't get that kind of value for $8, man. That's insane. Like just the same way you can get 2 years of master's degree notes for $100, man. That you just can't get it.
Exactly.
Well, as they
So
say, man, the greatest teachers are here on YouTube.
yeah, we're putting out content out there, and because we have what is called a pricing strategy, and I'm gonna give you a little bit of marketing. Pricing strategy, we do looking for low cost. So we don't want premium prices. We want a whole bunch of clients at low cost. We want 100 people down here, than just one person up here. You know what I'm saying? Like if my course was $500, I ain't gonna get nobody to buy it. I might get one person. But if my course is $20, I might get 100 people. See what I'm saying? So it's a pricing strategy to penetrate the marketplace, and that's what we're using here on YouTube, man. That's my strategy. You know what I'm saying? But and Victor's as well, because you can't get that kind of content, that kind of value, 2,000 plus pages of affiliate marketing and everything about stocks for $8. That's insane. You're not gonna find it anywhere.
So true, so true. Victor, where can we get a hard copy? Obviously, we can get it on Kindle, but where can we get a hard copy of your book? Is it on Amazon?
Yeah, it's on Amazon. Yeah, it's on Amazon. Just going well passively. Rick will drop the link in the description below. But yeah, you can get it from Amazon, hard copy and the Kindle.
Sounds great. If you want to right now, if you want to like message me, I'll copy the link and post it right now. I don't know, unless if you can. I don't know if you can do it in the comments right now. Go ahead, see if you can actually
post it to you.
Yeah, go ahead. Post it right now. I already got Jose's in there, so post yours as well.
Yeah,
so,
private chat.
Yeah, doing the private chat. If you want, I'll just copy and paste it for you. Done. Sounds like excellent content, Victor. Seriously. Ryan, what do you think?
Yeah, what have you been up to, Ryan? You're quiet over there. I know the baby.
I'm doing a lot of listening. Listening.
See?
Good to listen, man. Good to
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. My business is very busy. I'm working a lot of 12, 14-hour days, and it's still trying to stay consistent with one video a week. And I've got a really cool video coming up this week, doing a real estate one, which I haven't done in a while, and just enjoying the stock market. Honestly, Victor goes back and forth on my page about how hard I've been on Nikola Motors, and I know he did very well buying that stock. I think they had a rough day today, though, Victor. What did you think about the price movement? Are you looking to hold it for a long time, or you want to take any more profit?
Yeah, I still have the warranty, which I will pretty much redeem it back to the common stock. But I think I'll hold it for the long run.
Okay. And I know in the notes here we have Hyliion, which to me, Nikola just seems like this idea and hype, and they draw pictures of cars and they say all these great things they're going to do, and it worries me. That there it goes down. But Hyliion actually has a company. They actually have a CEO that really understands the engineering of this product and is going to stay on as the CEO.
I think those forming as well. A great team.
Yeah, so I mean, where I have a very different opinion of Hyliion, I'm really amazed. Where I felt like Nikola was just this troll on Tesla, and like from trolling from the name and the lawsuits, and and claiming that that somehow Trevor Milton is on any sort of level with Elon Musk. Like, he's just a constant troll fest. Where actually Hyliion, you actually have something exciting and innovative, and which that company is doing a reverse merger. And JMac's doing all these companies about doing reverse mergers. He also did BurgerFi, which is also a client of mine. So that's been something. Actually, I had BurgerFi for dinner tonight. They're also another spec play. So there's been some cool stock opportunities. I need to spend more time going deeper dives, but it's But the one thing I got to say about the market, I do feel like it's we're early into kind of like almost like a bubble-like feel where we have all these speculative plays that are blowing up. This reminds me of like 2000, or early 2017 or late 2016 with all the ICOs and the crypto movement. All these reverse mergers, stocks going public, blah, blah, blah. And there's going to be a lot of great companies, but there's a lot of smoke. I think we're going to go in a stock bubble for many years. Like, I think the market's going to do insane things. Almost like .com bubble things. We're in the roaring 20s 2.0 is my belief. But I definitely see a lot of this FOMO and rushing into stocks, and like Nikola Motor, all they've done is draw pictures of cars, and they're worth more than Ford, like that's like the market's doing weird things, and it's going so heavy and believing everything tech does, technology, that the Nasdaq's at all-time highs, but it pretty much seems like it just took a lot of value from like the Dow. So we're in this new world, but that's kind of my thoughts, and we'll let you guys jump in on that.
Gentlemen,
Rick and I were talking about this just before we got live. Nikola and Turtles and a lot of companies IPO on hopes and dreams and nothing to show for, and I can't get behind that. Like I understand that it gets the views and it gets the investors excited and it grows your channel and whatever, but and BurgerFi, for example, I don't even know what the heck that is. I'm not trying no damn veggie burger. I don't care about it. So I'm not going to make a video about it. If you want to make a video about it in your channel, good for you. Get the thousands of views, whatever. But I was more interested about like an old company going out of business, like Hertz. So I made a video about that. So I'm more like of old school companies, like big companies. Like I'm not with the new. And it's hurting my channel because I'm not getting the views because that's what people was looking for. But I'm not down with the new stuff. I don't know why. Maybe in the future some new company will come out and be like, "Woo, I'm excited about it. I gotta make a video about it," whatever. But for now, it's like cars, and burgers.
So what was it about NRZ that was so exciting for you then?
NRZ,
great. You did so well with that stock, and you're so informative.
Yeah, well,
you're passionate about it.
I like. Yeah, and I'm waiting to hear back from the CEO because they don't got no social media presence. Let's be real. I look for them on Twitter, I can't find them. I look for them on Facebook, I can't find them. I am their social media presence. You know what I'm saying? You go to YouTube search and you put NRC stock or NRC dividend or whatever. It's my videos. So I told them this. I told them get back with me or whatever. So I like the company because it's
come on.
I like the company because it's not just a regular. It's not a regular REIT. You know what I'm saying? It's 30% is loans, 30% is build property management, 30% like that. So it's like a mixture of different companies and stuff like that. They got like 5 different affiliate companies. So it's not like Stag or like BlackRock or all these other REITs or whatever. It's different than all the others, and they just raised their dividend to 10 cents per share. So they all about maximizing the dividend. They used to be at 50 cents per share, but because of the virus, they had to go back down to 5. Here we are a month later, they already raised it to 10. So they're always looking out to put out as much as they can to their back to their investors, and that's what I like about it and all that. But I think not a lot of people understand what the company's all about, and I've done like 20 videos on them explaining what they do, and I still get questions. Is what do they do? So
I've been getting a lot of questions lately. A lot of people, a lot of excitement about the stock market, and that's why it makes me think we're early bubble phase. But a lot of people ask me, "Hey Ryan, what stocks to buy?" That's the wrong question to ask. I think they should ask Ryan, how do you identify what a stock is to buy? So what I did, I told a friend who asked me, I'm not going to tell you a stock to buy. So what I did is I sent him a video of Gen X dividend investor doing a deep dive into Microsoft. I said, watch this video. It's an hour long, and then call me with questions. And then we'll talk about how to look at a good stock and a stock that may fit your goal. Or I'm not a financial advisor, but don't ask me what's a good stock. Ask me what are things that you look for that you like about a stock. Anyway, we'll let Victor go. That was something interesting that happened yesterday.
Yeah, what a time to be an investor in the stock market. When I started in the stock market a couple of years, you have to do a lot of research to find companies or SPAC. But now everything is coming on my hand like a platter of gold. I just have to go to JMark or Gen X, and I just discovered there is a merger. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to do the research.
It's exciting times, man. Yep.
Yeah, it's so exciting. So here's my take. I love Nikola. I make a whooping 7K on Nikola within the space of 2 days. But the problem is that they are still in the research and development phase. So that's why I sold my share. They don't have a marketable product yet. Nikola don't have a marketing product. On the other hand, Hyliion, they got something on the plate. They have the hybrid. The hybrid truck right now is marketable. They are selling it. They are retrofitting Class 8 commercial trucks with their, the powertrain, and they are already selling. And come 2021, the hyper truck with the ERX will start selling. And then plus they have Dana on their part. They have a partnership with Dana, which is the world leader in transmission, powertrain, electric motors. So they already have someone in-house. They don't have to outsource it. Then the marketing strategy is also boosted by Agility, which is, top leader in logistics. They already have 1,000 pre-orders to buy their ERX. One ERX is like $220. That sounds like fun to me. So I'm gonna hold it for a long run. I bought 1,000 shares so far.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hold it for a long run and see how it goes. Plus, the CEO, Thomas Haley, is a calm guy. It's somebody that you can relate with. So I see the company, there is a future. I even did a video that I bought SHLL. And the video is, everyone is rushing to just hear what I said about it.
Yeah, they look like a well-structured company. They've got a great team. The CEO is staying on as well. They've been they incorporated back in 2015, so they've been around for a while. They're not flash in the pan. They're slowly building and growing a viable product by the looks of things. So it does look like it's got some legs to it. Again, we've spoken about Nikola so much. What now? I don't know if the hype's still there with that stock. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that the Nikola stock hype is now fading away a bit, or do you think it's still got potential? Because that one day, it was a couple of weeks ago when it was just going through the roof. It was incredible watching it. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think the Nikola hype is over, or do you guys think there's another surge waiting?
No. I don't think it's over at all. And you got to think about it from a marketing perspective. If you want to get airtime, if you want to create a buzz and all that, you take a swing at the biggest player, and that's what they did. They took a swing at Tesla. Yeah. They didn't swing down to Toyota or whatever they had to do in the hybrid or whatever. They swung up. The CEO came on J-Max channel. He said, we're going to take over Tesla. Elon, don't know what he's doing, and we can do it better. And this and that, what I'm saying? So they smart in that way. If you want the airtime, you want to create a buzz and all that, you take a swing at the big guys, at the Mike Tysons of the of the world. So I don't think the buzz is over. I think they're going to continue doing their thing, but like Victor was saying, it's still in the research and development phase. So it's different when you go into prototype. And actually creating something that's going to hit the road. And when the rubber hits the road, that's when we'll find out what the dealio is. And this is something that Tesla has been doing for years. So they way ahead of the competition.
The very fortunate thing for Nikola is that they don't have to prove anything for a long time. So they can just keep the hype machine going, hype, talk. And they don't really project any kind of substantial revenue until like 2024. So it's so prototype, early phase, and why people want to pay that price. And actually, I made a video I put out on Sunday, and the stock went ballistic on Monday. And the video is called "Why Nikola Motor Company Will Fail," and then the stock goes 3x the next day. And that video actually ended up getting like 10,000 views with all the hype and the traffic around it. It was pretty substantial. So I would say right now it's tamed down. Like the video, I just going off the barometer of like my own videos. But they can just keep on talking for a while, but they're going to find more holes in the company. Like the fact that they're saying they have a more battery efficient vehicle than Tesla doesn't make any sense, because Tesla's actually involved in the engineering innovation process, when all Nikola really does, they outsource everything. They don't have any kind of vertical manufacturing capability. They don't do anything. They assemble parts. They're a logistics company is what they really are. They're not really a tech innovative company. It's just merely logistics, and if they can get it right, maybe they can be a company, but I doubt it.
What's that? What was that?
Yeah, plus
I agree.
Hyliion is also coming up with hydrogen fuel system powered cars.
Yes,
which means if Nikola is delaying till 2024 and come 2022, if Hyliion decide to pump in hydrogen fuel system cars into the market, don't you think it will start jeopardizing Nikola as well? Because Nikola have already set it in our mindset that they are coming with hydrogen fuel powered cars. But now if Hyliion just bypass them one step forward, it might jeopardize their marketing strategy.
Someone was trying to argue with me on JMax Facebook group, saying that Tesla had a weak brand. And I couldn't understand like what they were saying. I said, a company with only a prototype trolling the name of Tesla got a $30 billion market cap. Tell me that Tesla doesn't have brand value. Like, I think Tesla's one of the most becoming one of the most recognizable brands in the world. So I thought that was kind of silly. I think a lot of the value and hype around it, because the lack of real tech and innovation, is a lot to do with people see that a lot of people that miss the Tesla boat, that watch Tesla stock go ballistic, they're like, all right, here's my next chance. This company does EVs and they're named Nikola. So, and they do make really cool designs. Like I'm not gonna lie, like they draw nice pictures, they have a nice engineering team.
That's true. Very nice.
That note I had up there says that Nikola is the same as WeWork. I don't know if you remember WeWork. And Theranos. Remember Theranos? The lady from Silicon Valley that had the blood company that she could do research and predict like illness and cure illness and all that. And it was all a hoax or whatever. And she didn't have the technology for it. She had like the patent, but she couldn't deliver on what she promised. So that's what I'm afraid with all these new companies. And it sounds great. And people inflate their value to what was it, 30 billion, you say, Ryan?
Yeah, they surpassed Ford.
That's insane. What? Ford?
They surpassed Ford.
Like for real. Like for real. So does that make sense to anybody? A company that's been around for hundreds of years, and then this new company all of a sudden becomes more valuable than a company that's been around for 100 years. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's insane.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Wow. There you go, Alex, saying Tesla doesn't even spend money on marketing.
That's going to be the next bubble. The vehicles, the whole EV thing, that's going to be the next bubble. Wait for it to burst.
Well, I think it's all going to be. Yeah, it's all because everything that's going on right now is like why are so many hot stocks IPOing? Like this isn't, I find, to be like normal like market behavior. All these IPOs the reverse merger, I think, is something that's very interesting, and it reminds me so much of the ICO from. I'm not sure how involved you guys were with crypto back in 2006, 2017, but they were literally like these crappy blockchain projects that were promising to innovate every single industry. And they're just getting massively pumped, and everyone that's behind the pump would just dump it on people and make a bunch of money. And I feel like the stock market is doing something like that. And so it's hard. How are you guys investing now? Like I'm doing some speculating into some of these SPACs that are cheap enough, and I'll hopefully be on the right side of the dumping. But what are you guys buying in the market? Victor, we'll start with you. What stocks look attractive to you right now?
Yeah, as an electrical engineer, of course, it feels so good to see how automobile industry is moving towards electrical. To be honest with you, I'm researching all these EVs, the SPAC coming up. I learned about Solo. I learned about AYOR, all these different majors coming up. I also learned about OPES and all those stuff. But the message that I always pass to people who, my audience in YouTube or people who are reading my book is it's better to invest in something that you're familiar with, something that you are knowledgeable or your passion. Just say, if you turn on the TV, which channel will you go to? If you go to a music channel, then invest with Sony Music. If you open and you're going to Versace or Dolce & Gabbana, go to the fashion industry. So I'm in the tech industry, so I research more on the tech. I see people sending me stuff like, Victor, are you going to do a video on food and nutrition? I'm like, that's not my niche. I mean, it's good to feed yourself and feel good, but I stay with the tech side. So I do my research. I also bought a workhouse. They're coming with good EV delivery trucks also. I bought some stocks. I'll do a video which will be coming up on Saturday and stuff like that. So I'm more on the tech side. And again, just like I said, you guys are making things so easy to me, because when I just go to Ryan's channel, I already see he had something, or I go to Dave, or I go to Gen X, they already have something that from there I will piggyback and then try to develop more on it. But again, if you want to invest in companies that you are passionate about. Don't just follow the crowd that everybody is going this way and you fail to do your research. They might end up selling overnight and you're stuck in the morning while everything is on the dip. That's what pretty much happened with Nikola. When I sold my Nikola at 78, you know that one of my agents bought it at 64, and then he told me, "Oh, I bought the stock." I'm like, "I'm selling and you're buying." And what happened? He was so lucky that it went back up to 75, so he sold. I'm like, "Look, you have to follow the principle of the stock market. Buy low and sell high. Why would you buy something when I'm selling?" Are you nuts?
Well, whenever you're selling a stock, remember someone else is buying it.
Yeah.
Whenever you're buying it, someone else is selling it.
Yeah. It's like Victor say, it just don't go that way just because everybody's going that way. That's what meerkats do, and they fall off the cliff.
Yeah, lemmings, exactly. Don't follow everybody else, man. Be a little leery when things are going crazy, right?
Yeah, because there is a saying.
Yeah.
There is a saying that if you invest in any venture that you are unknowledgeable about, you will eventually crash. It's like 401, fast-moving cars on 5 lanes. You might dodge 1 or 2 cars, but it's still going to hit you anyway. So if you invest in something that you are not knowledgeable about, trust me, you will crash. So do your research. It doesn't matter. I see some people having 50, 60 positions. Why would you have 60, 70 positions when you don't even understand the companies that you're investing? It's better to have just 5 positions of companies that you have in your fingertips than having everything that comes in the market. McDonald's, Burger King, Walmart, Kroger. You have everything, and then at the end of the day, you start seeing everything going red. And you're like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh.
Diversify, don't diversify.
Diversify to a point, but don't over diversify.
Yeah, don't diversify.
Money's so diluted that you don't get nothing back. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have $1 million, you want to have 50 companies. Good. If you got $5,000, you want to 50 companies. You know what I mean? So you just got to diversify to a point where it makes sense. And you know, if you want to diversify, just go ahead and get an ETF and get it done. Be done with it. You know, follow the S&P 500. Be done with it. You want to get like 500 companies, and there you go. You know. So.
Yep, I gotta move back into the cottage.
Uh-oh. Getting dark out there. Mosquitoes again.
Yeah, little mosquitoes are coming out right now. Look out.
Yeah, so I got 15 companies, and I'm just gonna keep adding to them, and that's it. There's no reason for me to buy any new companies. So, you know, I'm not excited about anything that's out there. I don't trust anything that's out there right now that's not proving, and there's no reason for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, just keep adding to your positions, like big companies: Apple, Bank of America, Disney, Johnson & Johnson, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, 3M, Microsoft, Procter & Gamble, Starbucks, AT&T, Waste Management, Walmart, ExxonMobil, and the NRZ. That's it. That's all my positions. That's it. 15. 1-5.
Yeah, you did a great video a while ago about how you were going into your portfolio there and just chopping out the ones that you didn't feel were productive, and you chopped realty income.
I started like everybody else.
Yeah, sorry.
I started like everybody else at 100, and then I was thinking, do I want to get 3 cents from O, or do I want to get $5 from Coke? I'll take $5 from Coke. You know, so because I had 100 companies, now I got 15, so my dividends are bigger, and I can reinvest those dividends and get that snowball going a little bit faster.
So Jose, are you not doing any? Are you staying away from growth investing right now? Or are you just pretty much dividend investing?
I think all my companies are dividend. They pay
Nice.
dividends, all of them. Yeah, I don't have any. All my companies are value companies, man. And maybe
Nice.
Apple growth, maybe. I don't.
Yeah. They're both. They're high dividend growth.
Okay, Apple and Microsoft. That's probably the two that are the most, growth, I guess, in my portfolio. Everything else is just value dividend.
Yeah.
So that's it. But I'm comfortable with that. I can just set it and forget it. So.
Yeah. So Rick, you were touching on the airlines being packed up. Has anyone here been on an airplane recently?
No, I haven't. So how about you guys?
No
Victor?
plan.
Anything?
No plan. But I still think there is still money to be made from airlines. They are pretty much grounded right now, but sooner or later, come November, December, they will start flying. I know for Air Canada, they got a huge relief from the government, like 1.23 billion, like a COVID-19 relief budget.
And you knew that was going to happen, right?
That would sustain them. But
Yeah, it's a matter of time. It's our biggest airline in Canada, right? So
yeah, it's like the nation flag carrier. So there's no way they can let it dip. Even the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau will never let that happen. The first company that will be bailed out in Canada is Air Canada.
Wow. Yeah, looking at they're in much better financial shape than all the American companies. I recently traded out of Southwest. I made some money on a swing trade there. I'm still holding Delta. I might chase it down if it goes down, but actually I have an interesting story. I had a vacation planned to the Outer Banks of North Carolina, somewhat close to where J-Mac's from, in like 2 weeks. I live in Florida, and my in-laws, my wife's family is all from upstate New York. And they were going to drive down. We were going to meet there and stay at this beach house for a week. So we paid everything. But now with like the second wave or whatever's going on with the whole COVID situation, my in-laws, my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, two sister-in-laws, they can't come. If they come down, they go back to New York. They have to. What is it? They have to. They can't leave their house. They have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So then they can't go back to work for 2 weeks. So we can't take a week off for vacation, then 2 weeks and not go back to work. So we're not going to go, or they're going to cancel the vacation. And now the vacation home won't let us get a refund. So I might just go by myself rather than just lose my deposit and just have a beach house in the Outer Banks. If anyone wants to join me, I'll be there in like 2 weeks. That's pretty wild.
We got to talk about this wave of new investors coming into Robinhood and all that, thanks to Daddy Trump and all that. And I'm sure everybody saw what happened with the $730,000 kid that didn't understand the two-legged bullish put. We have a responsibility as channels to, we can cover these speculative stocks or whatever, but our responsibility is to educate about good, investments and all that. If I'm not going to buy it myself, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm sorry. I'm not going to push it on my channel because there's kids out there, very impressionable, new investors. They go out there and say, I saw it in Rico Suave Investing, so it must be good. I'm going to go buy it, and then they put, they do the options or whatever. And and that was just very tragic, very sad thing that should have never happened. Both parties are responsible equally. He should have known better, and Robin should not be showing people negative 730,000 because it's not real. It's not true. In 24 hours, that the other leg of that put executed, and he was down maybe a couple $1,000, if that. But it's just very responsible, I think, in their part. They haven't said anything about it. They haven't come out publicly. They came out publicly with the same, we sorry, this and that or whatever. But what are they doing to address it? That's my question. Because that's insane. What do you guys think about that?
We don't have Robinhood in Canada. I can't comment. Victor and I, half of the team's out.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that so many people, and I use Robinhood on for the account that I self-manage, it seems like there's a lot of things that there's reasons for concern with it. And as the portfolio is getting bigger, once it gets to like around 100,000, I'll probably move it elsewhere. But part of the reason that I use it, because Robinhood has done a lot of good. It made the industry commission free, which think about every time you buy like one share of something or two shares of something. They were the pioneer that got rid of that. I used to pay Merrill Edge like $8, every time I traded. So I think that we always have to remember they probably will have a lot of wealth creation because they made it so much easier to get in the market. And on top of that, the interface is kind of like a little mini video game. Like it's very user friendly. It's a very friendly interface. But I do think it's time for them to really step up and do more. They are improving the platform as far as drift and giving you some interest for holding your money. But the fact that they still don't have retirement accounts on there, IRA programs, they have a great opportunity to improve. I don't know why they're not. What's holding them back? And I don't understand the accessibility on how there's so much leverage on these accounts, and they have no, is there something wrong with their algorithm, or I'm not smart enough to know, but why are the suicide was horrible, and
it's something that should have never happened. It could have been avoided. That kid would have reached out to anyone that knows anything about stock or options or whatever. They would have told him, "Hey, that's not real. You're not really down $730,000." Anybody, he would reach out to anyone. Give it time for the other leg of the put to execute the buy leg or whatever. So, just a shame. Just sad. But that's why. That's all that everybody talked about for weeks, and I hated seeing that something like that happen. But it's out there. It's real, and we have to address it. We got to be very careful on our channels.
Yeah, we have to really be careful because sometimes people just watch what we're saying and they just jump into conclusion without having a second thought. It's rather unfortunate and tragic what happened to the young guy. My heart goes out to the friends and family. It's so pathetic. You're trying to make money and you finally end up losing your life just because of a glitch of a technical system or malfunction in a platform. So that's very tragic.
Yeah, it's sad. Didn't necessarily have to happen either, did it? So, Victor, what do you use for your trades here in Canada? Who are you using? One of the banks?
Oh no, I use Questrade. I don't use the bank. The bank would charge a high trading fee. The bank is not for me. The bank is for the bank. Bank is for the bank. I don't do anything with the bank.
That's interest, right?
The only thing I do with the bank is my checking account. When I get my salary, it passes through the bank because they cannot give me cash at work, right? That's the only time I use the bank. But for my trading, I use Questrade.
And how much is it per transaction for you?
Per transaction, commission on every ETF. So all the ETFs are commission free. Individual stocks, sometimes you have $4.95. And I'm also like a brand ambassador to Questrade, so I promote their service. And anytime you open a new account, you get $50 of free trade.
Nice.
With every stock that you want. I see sometimes I had someone who was dealing with TD Ameritrade or Fidelity, and they were not able to find some ticker symbol. I was like, what the heck? How can't you find a ticker symbol that I have it right here? So those are some things that you have to take into consideration. Some of the brokers don't carry all the companies for some reason.
Yeah, I'm still with TD Waterhouse. I'm gonna have to make the switch, the upgrade pretty soon, I think myself too. Because I'm still paying $9.95 a trade, I think now.
Oh, that's killing. Then just follow my link and get the Questrade. They have an office at Young and
like a transaction or two a day, if that.
A transaction or two a day.
If that.
I was going to say, check out Interact.
One of my buddies is here. He's a financial advisor. He's up here with his family at the cottage here with us. So he's listening to us in the background.
Yeah.
There you
go. Is that available in the States, Questrade, or is that just a Canadian thing?
Yeah, Questrade is just a Canadian thing, and the rest of the world, the US did not accept them to come in because of too much competition.
Oh.
US
Yeah.
want to protect their borders from,
Competition. Nice.
So how are you guys doing in Florida, Ryan?
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
The way the news is every day, you're not sure what to believe. I'm trying to find my charger. Like today was another 10,000 case day. But, the governor, like I said, it's hard to get a good answer on, where the ICU beds are at. Because that's the biggest fear. If you don't have enough beds to take care of everyone, you're in big trouble. But the average age of someone getting infected is like 33, so they're very unlikely to need an ICU bed. So that's something that's better about it. But I don't know economically how many businesses could survive another downturn. I've already seen several of my clients close shop and they're done. And so it doesn't feel like it's that bad because I don't really know people that are getting badly infected. So it's hard for me to, I try to be sensitive to people that are fearful. And like, there's some people that want the economy shut back down. And there's some people that are like, I'm personally like very scared of that happening because it was very tough, like psychologically, like, when my business went down like 90% in a week, it was horrifying. And I don't want to do that again.
Wow. So you're saying some of your clients closed up. So are they in the restaurant industry?
Yeah.
I'm in the industry.
I'm in the hospitality. And I started my ice leasing business before this. And, I was signing contracts, a lot of new construction. I went out and I spent $40,000 on new ice machines to lease to customers. And they're all backed up in construction. I'm not cash flowing any of those. So that's been a little bit of a damper. But there's been some good, like I do have other projects, like because I also sell commercial equipment. I design restaurants. I do all that. It's working out, but it's going to be tough times, But I think it's normal in life. I think economically, Rick, you've been through many economies. There's ups and downs, and somehow you stay optimistic every day and you push through and you find ways, and and somehow it all works out.
It'll work out, man. It'll all work out. What's the governor right now of Florida doing? Is it mandatory now to be wearing masks out in public or going inside of stores now?
Counties are doing it, but he's not pushing for it,
Okay.
And DeSantis is not a political comment at all, but he's very, he'll stay very in line with Trump. Trump just had a big rally of, people not wearing masks and things like that. And Florida, Trump, like I live 20 minutes away from Trump's home here. And, so he's very connected here and wants to keep the economy strong. And, there's a lot of politics around this, going into elections. So he's going to protect Trump, try to look as good as possible and mirror his behavior. So that's the way it'll play out. Not political at all. It's just what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is a risk. So
I'm trying to find my charger. My computer might die.
That's the problem I was just having.
See, if you had the Nikola battery, you had longer battery life, bro.
Yeah. Nikola battery can do everything, man. I found it. Nikola's gonna take it out.
He pulls it up and says Tesla right across it.
I'm on a Mac. Nikola's gonna take down Apple next.
Well,
if anything going on with Apple, Microsoft, something like that, I get excited about. Those old companies, tech companies. I like a lot of tech. So.
I'm long Microsoft now. I kind of had to pick between Microsoft and Apple during that crash, and I went with Microsoft. But yeah, Apple. What's your long-term bullish thesis on Apple? They become more of a good dividend growth type, or I don't see them as the innovative company they once were.
It's stingy, man. I didn't like. They're expensive. All the tech stocks are expensive right now. Microsoft just crossed over 200. So they're expensive and they're stingy with their dividends. So,
they got a lot of room to grow them. Microsoft's payout ratio.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's a lot of room. There's a lot of room in Microsoft.
Yeah.
I was lucky to get it at 142. So now.
Yeah, but I think I'm trying to decide. Like, I love dividends. Like, I always tell people, like, if I had $2.5 million, you could retire very comfortably on dividends. But the way you get to 2.5 faster is probably through growth stocks. No, like so being young, I'm trying to come up with ways to grow my wealth faster so I can get the Gen X levels.
Well, ask him. He did it. You can have a combination. You can have growth stocks and then sell them for more than you bought them in 20 years, or you can collect those dividends now with companies that are paying dividends now and then reinvest them right now, so you ain't got to wait. So which way do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Which way do you do it?
No, I think dividend is just to pay your bills. If you want to grow in the stock market, it's growth, baby. Dividend is to pay your bills.
Nice. All right, so Wyatt's got a question for you.
$20 coming in, $40 coming in is for the gas for my Mercedes Benz. You know what I mean? I bought a new car. I bought a Mercedes Benz GL 350 7-seater.
Nice.
You guys are you can use my referral code and go get yourself a Tesla. All right. I got a question now.
I wanted to get Tesla, but when I checked around, there were not a lot of charging stations around, especially in my neighborhood. So I have to drive a little bit further to charge it, then bring it back home. So what about coming from a party and I got stuck?
Well, Victor, I paid an electrician $150 to put an outlet in my garage.
Oh, nice.
I charge in my garage.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, the neighbors got Tesla. Exact same thing. They do the exact same thing in their garage. Done.
So Ryan is like, here in my garage.
Yeah.
Tesla. Here in my garage. I just got this Tesla here in my garage. I got the charging station.
Speaking of that, JMax says that Apple can grow and expand a lot through acquisitions, which is very true. When Tesla was around like $30-40 billion, there was always like saying like if Tesla went lower, like Apple could just buy him for like $20 billion. So you always had that downside protection because I believe does Apple still hold like $200 billion on their balance sheet? Like they have tons of cash and they can buy most countries. But I was actually talking to Gen X over Discord over the weekend, and I'm probably got a video coming up pretty soon on like how I could possibly like if I wanted to retire realistically within like 5 to like 8 years if I really wanted to through dividends. I was playing around with a compound interest calculator and saying like roughly, and I haven't said this on a video. I never revealed my net worth, but my net worth is roughly like $400,000 to $500,000. But let's say like on the low end, $400,000. And if I can, and I invest at least like on the low end, $30,000 in the market every year. And if I can keep a 7% return, I could build up to almost a $2 million portfolio if I can continue doing that. Like mine was blown when I actually did the number. So I was talking to him about it, and then I was always so encouraging. He's like, I first said 10 years. He's like, I think you'll do it sooner than that. Like you could retire early if you wanted to. So it's amazing when you really play. Like you don't need necessarily those huge tech giant gains, 300%. If you have, $500,000 and you're getting 7% compounding, that's a lot of money, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you ask me something? I was listening to something.
No. I was just I was blown away with it. I'm kind of speechless by it. But have you guys ever played around with that? Do you guys have any dates that you would like to retire? Any kind of I never really thought about retirement until over the weekend. And like I could actually retire in 7 years if I really, really wanted to.
Yeah. Well, retirement it's a tricky word. Retirement. I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? So retirement is like really you do whatever you want to do. So even when you retire, you're not going to retire. You're going to be bored as hell if you stay at home just doing nothing. So you're going to be side hustling on something always. So it's retirement.
Yeah.
The way I see it is you feel fulfilled when you retire in your own company, just like Rick. You retire in your company, you feel fulfilled. Because if you're young and then you do the traditional retirement, which means you're not working anymore, what are you going to be doing with your time?
Rick, when are you
Yeah, retirement is just doing what you want to do, right? You know, you be working semi-retired, right? I mean, if you're enjoying what you're doing and whatnot, I mean, seriously, like the traditional retirement at what, 55, 60, 70, 65 years old, and then going golfing all the time, that would kill me. There's no way. Right? I'm going to be doing this for the rest of my life, doing what I'm doing. So I've been doing it since 17. So why would I stop? Right. So retirement is like, you know, a different view from everybody. Everybody's got their own views of what retirement really means.
Yeah.
At least that's what I think.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of people are talking about in the comments section about, you know, less stocks not doing reverse splits anymore because you can buy fractional shares. I can't remember the last time like a major stock has done the split. Do you guys see that happening anymore? But like now, I mean, that's usually so retail investors can have more, you know, access to the stock. There's not really a need to reverse split your shares anymore with fractional shares, right?
Yeah, what was the last time you guys saw one, and what was it?
Say it again.
Well, Alibaba was supposed to split when this year, whatever, 2020 October. Well, I guess it's still split, but now with fractional shares, everybody offering fractional shares, companies don't need to split anymore. You know, so
yeah. Well, when was the last time you guys saw one occur?
Ryan said 3M, right?
No, I didn't say that. I remember Apple did like their stock was like around $1,000. They split. There was some little stock I was into called Swisher, but
Google split, but that was just to keep like what was it, two founders or whatever.
Class B.
So what?
Is that when do they always have Class A and Class B shares? Is that what they split? Or
no, they split into Google G and Google L, and the reason they did that was like one of them something about the two founders or whatever, they wanted to get paid or something. I don't know what the heck. There was a deal there, but you got two Googles. Google G, Google L, they split back in the day. I can't remember the reason right now. It'll come to me. But.
Yeah.
But
So
normally
they did in 2014. Apple did.
Yeah. Normally the reason companies do that is to, you know, to like you said, Ryan, for different investors to come in at different, you know, in different economies, different price points, and things of that nature. So.
Yeah. It's a different stock market today. I think a lot of the easy accessibility to buy stocks, whether the apps, fractional shares, free, no charging commission fees, is a lot of the reason for the V-shaped recovery. In 2008, you didn't have access to that kind of. Not that many people had that kind of access to the market. There's a lot of newer investors now. So. And I think it's very fascinating that this will probably end up being a positive year in the market. Like, is the S&P up on the year, or has that not happened yet? But it's so fascinating. Even though it's a devastating year, it won't be like we lost, 20, 30%.
Yeah, right? When the COVID-19 thing happened, all the gains. Say again? No, I was going to say whenever we lost all the gains, whenever the whole COVID-19 happened for the year over year. But Google right here.
Sorry, for me, Jose?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, the reason that for the Google split was to ensure that founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin retain overall voting control over the company while also reducing Google's share price by half. So that was the reason for that.
So that's what's happening.
Voting rights, share price, things of that nature. Now, if you buy Google L, you don't have any voting rights, but you got Google G, you got voting rights or something like that. So.
I'm horrible. I know Gen X talks about it, but do you guys vote for your companies you're shareholders in?
Nah, a lot of them go do the proxy will be done by your broker or whatever.
Okay.
They'll do the voting for you or whatever. But if you are a direct owner of a shares of a company, you would be mailed in, your voting card or whatever, instructions or whatever. If you go through a broker, then the broker does the betting for you. So.
Nice.
So you ain't got to worry about it. But you can go on and listen to the, the what is it, the earnings call and the meeting, and all that. Like I did with NRZ, So.
Are you going to meet with the CEO? Have you been in contact? What's the communication been so far? I know you.
I'm gonna pull the J Mac on you guys and say I got a big fish. I got a big fish on the hook. I got it on the hook. I just gotta reel it in, baby. I just gotta reel it in. So stay tuned for Rico Suave Investing because I got a big fish. No, I sent an email a couple weeks ago, no answer to the investors relationship. I resent it a couple days ago, no answer. I'm gonna give him a call next week because dang it, because I want to get him on the channel for sure. But then again, this is a big company, been around since 2013. It's not a new company. People are a little bit more, wary about coming into, to the public eye after they've been in a company for a while and stuff like that. So it's not as easy as, like just, brand new company, let's go and stuff like that. So, but I'm going to try to get him, I'm going to keep trying.
J-Mac was tweeting at Elon Musk the other day to get him on.
Hey, get him, bro. Get him. It's you never know. What's the worst they can say? No or no answer back, whatever. So you never know.
Try, even if it said no, you tried.
Yeah,
you never know.
Because like I was saying, NRC, go and find me NRC social media presence. There is none.
So Victor, what's next for your channel as we get in here to wrapping up? What can we expect from you next?
Yeah, what you expect from me next is just keep grinding. I've been talking a lot about stock. So most people, when they look at me, they think only about stock. But now I will do a little bit of diversification. I will start talking about how I made my first $525. As a matter of fact, the first $525 that I made online was not even from the stock market. It was not even from selling on Amazon FBA. It was not Kijiji. It was just running ads on a blog that I have. I was running traditional native ads. Ad bleed, they are paying very well. Ad bleed. Not everyone have the money to go to CNN or CNBC to do publicity or promotion or advertisement. So they now rely on blogs, just like Google is using AdSense on YouTube. All companies, when you have a blog, and the fun is that you see how we struggle to get 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. With blog, when you put your blog and you continue to put content, highest is 2 weeks, you become monetized. 2 weeks. When I started my blog in 2 weeks, I got a paycheck. I just have to.
Nice.
And the fun is that the same information that I put in YouTube, I converted to text. So I did, my first video was layers of income sources, where I try to mimic what Robert Kiyosaki did in the cash flow quadrant. I used, and sometimes I just come back to my video and I put subtitle and then I start writing. Because when I do my research, I'm fresh, I put all the information, I go back to my video, write on my blog, and that's it. People come there, I just share it, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and that's it. I'm making money from the blog. You can choose 4 or 5 native ads. You can choose AdBlade or AdTarget, AdNow. Although you can just choose them and then you enter them, the HTML code behind the scene, the admin scene, and you start making money. So that, I will talk about that. I'm going to also talk about affiliate marketing. That's something that I really like. You can sell anybody's stuff from Amazon. I mean, there are even platforms you can do a lot with native ads. They also do brand ship and ambassador. If you know how to do something, you promote, you make money. Crowdfunding, e-course. E-course is something that I really want to advocate. There are a lot of people who know, like us, we are doing all this stock market stuff. It's something that you can easily convert it into a 7-section course. And a course is easy to make. I'll publish my course next week for about $250 on Udemy or Teachable. You just have to You just have to get section 1, what are stocks? Section 2, where do you buy stocks? Section 3, you do a little bit of text, and the same video you put on YouTube, you just mimic it a little bit, and that's a cost. People will buy it. But 2020, anybody who is telling me you are broke, I'm like, who broke you, by the way? There's money out there. There's tons of money. If you have a cell phone, you can make money anywhere. I am here in Canada. The money that's coming from YouTube is not really something, but just imagine someone in a third world, someone in India or Africa, someone where if your currency exchange, $1 or £1 to your currency is $500 or $1,000. It's like a full-time job. YouTube alone is a full-time job. You end up making $150 a month. You know how much is that in those developing countries? It's like thousands. People are missing out. So that's the point that I am using my channel to try to transmit that message to people, that the time has passed for sticking on 9 to 5. If you want to be successful, you need multiple sources of income. You just need to have them coming. YouTube, I just got monetized. Money is coming from YouTube. Money is coming from my blog. Money is coming. You just need to have all those sources.
Book, yeah, all that. Multiple, yeah.
Good job.
My book, money is coming also from Amazon.
Yeah.
So you just have all those stuff. Quest Trade, I'm an advocate. And money is coming from Quest Trade also.
That's the way to go, man. And I was text messaging Daniel, and I think I texted him like, man, you ever get tired of the hustle, man? Because you're gonna get burned out. Sometimes you're gonna feel like you want to quit. It's so much hustle. You gotta hustle. Take a break. On my channel, I've done videos about like just stop, look back once in a while, see how far you come and what you have accomplished. Because if you're always looking forward, whatever, you can get burned out. So just take a minute, breathe, relax. Don't compare yourself to nobody. Compare yourself to you a year ago. Whoa, I come a long way. I got 5,000 subscribers. I got a book. I got a marketing website. I got this. I got that. I got a job that's paying me this much. I got a raise. I got a new car. You come a long way, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's always something to think about, guys, like in the comments or whatever, in the live stream. The hustle is good, and I love the hustle. I enjoy the hustle, trust me. But whenever you're feeling down or whatever in yourself or whatever, just take a break, think about how far you come and all that. So I made a video about this. So.
Yeah, great one, Jose. I'm a big pusher of that. Like, stop and smell the roses every so often, right? You have to do it. You have to do it. Realizing that more and more, like on this hiatus that I am from my channel, I'll be coming back in the next few weeks, I think. But yeah, sit back and look back on what you got. You got to reflect, right? You got to slow down.
And just go and enjoy the outside, man. Like, enjoy your new car, go out to restaurants, live your life or whatever, and then get back on the grind, get back in the hustle, get back into making videos 6 hours, so you can get 5 views, then get back into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think this COVID, the lockdowns kind of taught us that, getting back to being humans again, like saying hi to your neighbors, and you're being forced to relax and push, get off that pedal of life, that speeding car of yours all the time, go, right? So that's to slow down. So that's, take a look around and appreciate exactly who you've got around you and what you've got around you. It's pretty incredible when you actually do sit back and smell the roses for a while. So, Ryan, what do you think in closing comments?
Well, I just want to add, it's so cool to watch where we're at from a year ago, and it's so I think it's so cool to see where the channel's grown. Like, I was just thinking of Daniel, like every video he's putting out now is like 3,000 views, 5,000 views. And dude, like, what a better person could that happen to? Like, Daniel is, just like where we all started.
Yeah.
And I was so excited when he first put out his course, Get Your Channel Monetized, was the first one to buy it. And it's just seeing everyone grow and mature and find their way and find successes and, grow their wealth in this community, and just celebrating that and celebrating side hustles, and just happy to be a part of the fam. And I was actually thinking the other day, you hosted our 1-year anniversary party. I was thinking about it'll be interesting to do the second year, have those people on and see where we're at and grinding it out. So enjoyed it tonight as always, guys. Victor, you've always been so great on my channel, coming over, and especially on the Nikola videos. I found your comments to be very funny, brother. So it was a pleasure having you on tonight, man. And everyone should definitely check out his book. Rick, if people are watching this live, put it in the description so people can get access to it. And check out Jose's course. You know, college costs people like 40, 50 grand. He'll sell it to you for $100. So make sure you go check it out.
Hey,
Just use code name Kitty.
Information can only help, further your brand. So
Absolutely. Yeah, the description, your channel descriptions are already in the description. I'm sorry, your channel links are already in the description below. But feel free. I'm going to throw in your book as well, and obviously your master course as well, Jose, after this also for you guys.
marketing, and when I sell you a marketing masterclass, it's really a masterclass. It's coming from a master's degree. Don't be fooled by everybody else that says it's a masterclass or let me see your credentials. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can call it masterclass.
Yeah, right? It's a master class coming from
you are the master.
From a real master's degree. So
the real master.
Yeah.
All right, guys. As always, lots of fun. Thanks a lot, guys. It's been a great time talking to you guys again, getting updated on how you guys are doing and whatnot. Ryan, always great to see you. Stay safe in Florida, my friend. Okay, guys, everybody for joining us. Thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks for the comments. It's been a lot of fun reading them along the way. So stay safe, everybody. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks on Ryan's channel, okay?
See ya. Actually,
what?
We'll talk about it, but Rick, I think we were talking about maybe we might create a separate channel just for creator talk.
Absolutely. Yeah, so we'll have to post it out there wherever we're going to post it or whatever. Absolutely. Let's do it. Sounds great. We'll talk in the next while in regards to that. So, all right, everybody, stay safe. Have a great night.
Later, guys.